Alright, today we're going to do monomials and factoring. We know what monomials are. We're going to learn how to factor, be able to take terms out, to take things out that we need to. Which this is the 8th, by the way. So let's factor 20x cubed y squared. What they want for this is usually to break up everything as much as possible. So they want you to break up 20 into a couple things. What can I break 20 into?
20 x cubed and...
Well, no, like 20. What can I break 20 into?
Oh,
10 and...
5.
5 times 10 is 20?
Oh, no.
No. If you break it in 10, then it'd be 2, right? Well, what can I break 10 into?
5.
5 and...
1.
2.
Like if you take 5 out of 10, what would be left? 2. Right? So 20 you could break into 20 or to 2 and 5. All right? Which you could also do 1. Right? You don't have to do it that way, but they put 1. X cubed, what would I break that into? X times X times X. And what would I break Y squared into? Y and Y. Right? So that's how you do those kind of problems where they just want you to factor something out like this. I'm on the wheel. Let's do 34 x to the 4th y to the 3rd. 34, the only two things you can break it into is 2 and 17. X to the 4th would just be 4 x's. And y cubed would be 3 y's. And that's all you do for that. No. Greatest common factor, what it just means is that the greatest number that is the factor of both, like the two numbers they're working with here, they want the greatest common factor of 12a squared b squared and c and 18ab cubed. Right? To get in a habit of this, what you want to do is just like we did on the other ones, break up 12a squared b squared and c into all the terms you can think of. So 12 you could break into 4 and 3, which 4 would break into 2 and 2. And then 2 A's, 2 B's, and a C. And then 18, you could break that into 9 and 2, which 9 would break down into 3 and 3. So 2 and 3 and 3. And it's got 1 A and 3 B's. Right. And then what you do is you look for every number that occurs in both sets. 2, like there's a 2 that appears there. There's a 3. There's an A and 2 B's. And that's it. So the greatest common factor, if you worked it all out, you would get 6AB squared. That's the greatest common factor that's in both of these sets, both of these numbers. Here, if I break out 11a squared b, right, 11, the only thing it would be multiplied by is 1 and 11, which you don't have to write 1, okay? I know we did on problem 4, but it's a 1. I mean, that's going to go with everything, so I wouldn't even do that one. Okay? 11 is a prime number, so it's just 1 and that number. A squared would be a, and then you'd have a b. 21 would break into 3 and 7. You'd have 1A and 2 B's. So someone raise your hand and tell me what the greatest common factor of this would be. It would be A, B. All right, that's the only two common factors of both of those. All right, here's your homework assignment.